you watch this delicious and satisfying process, I have a story that will make you look twice at the empty chairs in your house. Sarah lived alone in a small apartment. Every night before going to bed, she made sure her dining table was clean and the 4 chairs were tucked in perfectly. But one Monday morning, she woke up and found one chair pulled out, facing the window. Sarah thought she was just tired and forgot to push it in. She pushed it back and went to work. But that night, at exactly 2:15 a.m., she heard a faint sound, creak, like wood sliding on floor. She was too scared to get out of bed. The next morning, the same chair was pulled out again. This time, there was a small, wet footprint on the seat. Sarah's heart began to race. She didn't have a cat, and it hadn't rained in weeks. On the 3rd night, Sarah decided to record the kitchen with her phone. She hid the phone behind a toaster and went to bed. In the morning, she nervously checked the footage. The video was silent for 2 hours. Then, at 2:15 a.m., the chair began to move by itself. It didn't just slide. It was pulled out by something invisible. But that wasn't the scary part. As Sarah watched the screen, a pale, thin hand appeared from under the table. It climbed onto the chair. Then, a small, pale face with no eyes slowly rose above the table, staring directly into the camera. The figure whispered something. Sarah turned up the volume. The voice was chillingly soft. "I like it when you watch." Sarah looked at the chair in her kitchen. It was tucked in perfectly, but then she felt a cold breath on the back of her neck, and a tiny voice whispered in her ear, "Push the chair in, Sarah." Since that day, Sarah never sleeps with the lights off. Look around you right now. Is there an empty chair in your room? Are you sure it's empty?